Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung lesson number 5 sa ating application of differential calculus para dito sa ating calculus 3. So for letter G, we have the optimization. So from the word optimize siya. So kung aware ka doon sa quantity o sa inyong mathematics of the modern world, actually parang na-discuss to doon. So may dalawang klase ng optimization. So pag sinabi mo optimize, it's either i-maximize or i-minimize mo. Okay, so ito yung isa sa pwede kong sabihing mahirap or I guess medyo tricky pagdating dito sa application ng differential calculus, kasi dito kukunin mo yung derivative, magre-relate ka, so problem solving siya involving derivative, tapos magkakaroon ka ng konting expression. So dito medyo nakakalito siya sometimes. So another thing is may application to sa algebra, sa trigo, sa business, sa physics, then sa ating trigo sa analytic, so sa solid geometry, sa plane geometry. So totally talaga may application siya sa lahat. Okay, so again, letter G is the optimization. So application of the absolute extrema on word problem. So meaning application of the maximum or minimum. Okay, so suggestion on solving optimization problem. So again, this is just a suggestion. So nakuha ko lang siya sa mga book. So may sarili talaga akong way para ma-solve siya. So actually parang shortcut ko siya since ako yung nagtuturo, nag-aaral ako dati. So hindi siya totally na nanggaling dun sa book. So I guess ito ay just suggestion. So for example, nakulangan ka sa explanation ko or what, at least meron kang suggestion. So at least almost the same din kami talaga totally, pero marami talagang bagay na hindi kami magkaiba. So sabi number 1, so if possible, draw a diagram of the problem corresponding to a general situation. So usually ito ay sa trigo. So, trigo sa geometry. So, for example, figure yung binigay, i-drawing mo para mas ma-analyze mo. So, i-diagram mo, I mean. So, i-diagram mo para ma-analyze mo yung situation. Hindi yung laging, okay, lagyan ko to formula, ganun siya. So, hindi dapat ganoon. So, yan yung possible draw. So, hindi naman sa lahat ng bagay pwede kayo mag-draw. Okay, so, next is number 2, assign variable to all quantities involved. So, yun nga, kung ano yung mga quantities na binigay, mag-assign ka ng variable. So, siyempre, number 1, i-assign natin is x and y. So, kung kaya mo ka x and y, gamit ka ng a and b. Basta alam mo yung kung saan kayo magde-differentiate. So, mas highly recommended ko x and y. Bakit? Since magde-differentiate tayo, magde-differentiate pa rin tayo with respect sa x. Okay, so at least x and y, at least independent sa x, dependent si y. Okay, next is number 3, identify the objective function. So, aware kayo what is the objective function? I-maximize mo ba or i-minimize mo? Okay, so lagay mo sa max or min. So, hindi naman totally ganun. Okay, so nakalagay naman dyan. So, next is letter A, identify the quantity, say Q. So, again, say Q meaning capital letter lagi dapat. So, identify the quantity, say Q, to be maximized or minimized. So, for example, the sum of two numbers is S. So, quantity, so, ang i-identify ko, yung sum ng dalawang number, X plus Y, is equal to S. Then, capital S, wag yung small letter. So, para at least alam ko, yun yung i-maximize or i-minimize natin. Next, letter B, formulate an equation involving Q and other quantities. So, yun yung sinabi ko. So, kung the sum of two number is S, or so S, capital S is equal to X plus Y. Okay, then express in terms of a single variable, say X. If necessary, use the information given relationship between quantities to eliminate some variables. So, yun nga, kung may kaya kang eliminate, go. Okay, letter C, the objective function to be maximized or minimized is equal to Q is equal to f of X. So, yun yung ating function. Okay, then determine the domain or constraint of Q from the physical restriction of the problem. So, ito ay hindi ko na totally nagagamit. Pero may mga certain problem na gagamitin siguro siya. Okay, siguro pag may binigay na interval, so para at least aware ka hanggang saan yung value na dapat mong gamitin. Okay, then number 5, solve the problem and make sure to give the exact answer to the question. Indicate units. So, don't forget to indicate the units. Okay, so una, in this video, pag-usapan natin is yung application na optimization sa ating algebra. Okay, so sa next video, about trigonometry, then sunod is analytic, sunod is plane or solid plane geometry, then lastly is solid geometry. Okay, then saka tayo lilipat ng panibagong topic. Okay, so for number 1, we have algebra. So ito algebra, since sa algebra, bihira din naman talaga tayo totally magkaroon ng diagram. So, probably lang pa siguro pag motion problem, pag mixture problem. Pero pag sinabing algebra, minsan number relation talaga siya totally. So, number relation talaga application optimization problem natin dito. Okay, so proceed tayo dito. So, what number exceeds its square by a maximum amount? So, imagine mo yung tanong, walang given, pero, so walang given na kahit anong number, pero may tanong. So, ito ay example ng optimization problem. So, imagine mo yung tanong ha, anong number? So, mag-isip ka daw ng number na i-exceed its square. So, meaning na exceed is yung kunyari nakaisip ako 1. So for example, number yung A. Tapos A minus A squared, kasi square niya. A minus A squared, dapat mas malaki. Okay, kumbaga ma-exceed yung maximum amount. Kumbaga, yung number na yon, pag minus ko sa square niya, dapat mas malaki siya. Okay, or positive, maximum amount pa rin siya. Okay, so ganun ibig sabihin. So, more likely, dapat fraction ang sagot. Yes, dapat fraction. Okay, so isipin natin ano yun. So, may checking din naman dito. Totally. So, again, ano sabi? If possible, draw a diagram. So, since di naman natin pwede i-draw yung diagram yan, hindi natin pwedeng gawin ganun. So, dito, mag-let na lang tayo or assign variable for the quantities involved. So, syempre, una is for solution. So, let x be the number. Okay, so let x be the number. So, ibig sabihin, if x is the number, ano yung square niya? Ang square niya is x squared. Okay, ngayon, ang sabi, what number exceeds its square by a maximum amount? So, yung ating objective function is maximum amount. So, let's say, pag sinabi maximum amount, so let's say, m, yung gamitin natin. So, set natin. So, let natin m. Or let na lang natin ng ganito. Let m be equal dun sa quantity. What number exceed its square by a maximum amount? The maximum amount is equal to the difference of the number and its square. So meaning that is x minus x squared. So yun yung isa dito sa medyo bago. Sir, what number exceeds its square? So mas mataas sa kanya. So meaning ito yung ating objective function. So ngayon, ano yung gagawin natin dito? Saan yung application ng calculus dito? Ang gagawin natin is we need to differentiate it with respect to x. Then similar pa rin sa ating optimization problem since critical points or something yung hinahanap natin. Once differentiate mo, so anong nangyari dito? Ito yung ating independent variable. Ito yung dependent. Okay? So pag differentiate mo siya, so para siyang m prime. Okay? So equate mo pa rin siya sa 0. Ito pa rin naman yung katulad dati. So dito ang gagawin ko, differentiate with respect sa x. So this is the derivative of m with respect sa x is equal to, derivative ng x is 1, derivative ng x squared is 2x. Okay, next. Equate ko yung dm is equal to dx sa 0. Lagi. So kung ano yung objective function o yung, sabi ito yun, identify the quantity say q to be maximized. So yung to be maximized or minimized, pag after mo ba differentiate, i-equate mo lagi sa 0. So, since equate ko to sa 0, so this is 0 is equal to 1 minus 2x. Then, we need to determine the value of x. So, obviously, the value of x here is just equal sa negative 1 is equal to negative 2x or just x is equal to 1 half. So, ang ibig sabihin, sabi niya, yung number daw na ini-exceed yung square niya by a maximum amount is 1 half. So, check natin. Okay, so check na natin para magkaroon tayo ng parang identification. So, okay, so m. So, m is equal to x minus x squared. Tapos ito yung mga x na napili natin. So, assuming pumili ako ng x other than 1 half. So, for example, napili ko is una 1, 1/3, tapos 1 half. For example, yan ang munang tatlo. Okay, if 1 yung ginamit ko, 1 minus 1 squared is 0. If 1/3 yung ginamit ko, 1/3 minus 1/3 cube, that is 1/3 minus 1 over 9. So, alam yun. So, that is 1/3 minus 1 over 9. Okay, that is 2 over 9. So, sabi niya 2 over 9 daw siya doon. So, ito ay 2 over 9. So, check natin. So, next is 1 half minus 1/4. That is 1/4. Okay, ngayon, check natin. So, tatlo lang kasi yung pinag, so, pwede ka gumamit pa na ibang fraction. So, check natin sino mas mataas. So, where tayo na yung 1/4 is 0.25. Ano yung 2 over 9? Sorry, 2 over 9 is 0.222. So, approximately 0.22 then 0.25. So, sino mas mataas? Siyempre, si 0.25 which is 1 half. So, meaning, anong klaseng number yung mag-exceed sa square niya na by maximum amount? That the only number is 1 half. So, kunyari gumamit ka ng 32 over 1 million, substitute mo dyan, mas mataas pa rin to. Okay, kunyari ibahin mo, sir, 1 over 1/5. 1 over 5. So 4 over 5, 7 over 6, or 3 over 7. So ayun lang naman. So again, si 1/2 lang yung nag-iisang yun. Okay, so therefore the number is 1/2. So ayun yung application ng ating derivative dito sa algebra. Okay, so ngayon, napakadali niyan, isa lang yan. So isa lang yung dinifferentiate natin dyan. What if dagdagan natin? For number 2. So ito yung nakakatuwa dito sa application. So imagine mo, no, walang given na number, may sagot. So imagine mo, no, sagot dyan is 1/2. Okay, so tuloy tayo dito. So find two numbers. So walang sinabi kung anong klaseng number sila. So find two numbers whose sum is S. Again na, whose sum is S. So literal na. So mag-isip ka daw ng dalawang number. So maghanap ka ng dalawang number na kung ang sum is S. And if the product of one by the cube of the other has to be maximum. Okay, so again, find two numbers whose sum is S if the product of one, so yung isa, by the cube of the other, so yung pangalawa, has to be maximum. Okay, so dito tayo mag-let pa rin. So let tayo ng X. So since find two number, we need to let X be the number or be the first number. Okay, and let Y be the second number. Kasi magkaiba na sila. Okay, then iset natin ano yung unang quantity. Sabi, lagay natin yung mga equation natin. So, hindi ko pa nilalagay yung ating optimization o yung ating objective function. So, sabi, find two number whose sum is S. So, meaning the sum of two number, so the sum of X plus Y is equal to capital S. Okay, next. If the product of one by the cube of the other, so meaning if the product of one of X by the cube of the other, which is Y, has to be maximum. So since product pinag-uusapan, so sir, since maximum dapat ba M na capital? Pwede naman, since product pwede mo lagay P, so para ma-determine. So pwede kong gawin ganito. This is just equal sa P, capital P is equal to X, Y cube. Okay, so meaning may dalawa tayong equation na na-form. We have equation 1 and equation 2. So, ano pinagkaiba niya dun sa una? Sa una, isa lang yung na-create natin. So, since dito, may unang relation bago dito, meaning dalawa, di-differentiate natin. So, similar case, i-differentiate natin siya with respect sa X. So, ito yung medyo magbabago. So, mapapansin mo, sir, hindi ko gumamit ng application sa taas. Yes. Una, by equation 1. So, consider natin equation 1. So, we have X plus Y is equal to S. So, we differentiate it with respect sa X. So, this is just 1 plus Y prime is equal to the derivative of S with respect sa X. Okay. Next, yung isa naman is derivative ng P. So, this is dP with respect sa X is just equal sa by product rule, that is UDB plus BDU. So, UDB. So, derivative. So, this is X. Derivative ng Y cube is just 3Y squared Y prime. Tama ba? Plus BDU. So, this is Y cube. Then, derivative ng X is 1. Okay, next is, compute natin, this is dP over dx is equal to 3y squared x y prime plus y cube. Okay, so ganyan yata yung ating magiging sagot dyan. So next thing is, anong gagawin natin? Ang gagawin natin, katulad ng ginawa ko, yung dm over dx, inequate ko sa 0. Since dalawa dito siya, dalawa po dyan. Ang goal natin is mapag-meet natin yung dalawang y prime. So, gagawin ko, equate ko to sa 0, equate mo rin to sa 0. So, yun yung isa sa mga number 1 na I think dapat mong maisip. So, dapat lagi mo siyang i-equate sa 0, yung derivative ng ating objective function. Okay, so yung derivative ng objective function with respect sa ating independent variable dapat equal sa 0. So, this is just equal sa 1 plus y prime is just equal sa 0, or simply y prime is equal to negative 1. Okay, next dito, this is 0 is equal sa 3 y squared x y prime plus y cube. Okay, then transpose ko lang. So this is negative y cube is equal sa 3y squared x y prime. So ngayon, ito yung medyo dapat nyo tandaan. Okay? Ang goal lagi dito, totally, ay i-equate mo. So, ang gagawin dapat, yung unang equation, dapat in y prime. So, y prime in terms of something. Tapos, y prime in terms of something. Kumbaga, nasa left side or nasa right side lang yung y prime. After nun, i-equate ko yung dalawang y prime. Again, i-equate ko yung dalawang y prime. Dapat. Okay, para makahanap ako ng mga variable na gagamitin ko. Pero, ito yung gagawin natin. Since yung y prime ko dito is equal to negative 1, isa-substitute ko na lang doon. So again, ito yung dalawang option mo. So for example, marami pang variable na natira dito, equate mo na lang yung dalawang y prime. So gawin mo tong y prime is equal to negative y cube over 3y squared x. Equate mo yung dalawang yun, negative 1 is equal to ganun. Similar sa ganun. Pero since ganito yung lumabas, since number lang yung lumabas dito, y prime is equal to negative 1, o kaya y prime is equal to x, substitute mo na lang doon para hindi ka na magkamali. Okay, so dito, simplify ko lang further. So divide ko na both side by y squared. Kasi pwede ko makancel siya. Tama. So this is just negative. So this is just negative y is equal to 3x y prime. Okay, then substitute natin yung y prime is equal to negative 1. So substitute y prime is equal to negative 1 para dito. So this is negative y is equal to 3x times negative 1. Which means that this is negative y is equal to negative 3x or y is equal to 3x. Okay, sir, ano nakuhanap mo? Wala lang. Ayan lang, as if. So, ang sabi, after kong inequate yung dalawang y prime or sinubstitute ko yung y prime dito, anong nangyari? Ang sabi, y is equal to 3x. So, gamit yung dalawang equation, so pinakamadali siguro, hanapin ko yung value. Okay, so, substitute ko yung y is equal to 3x dito sa equation 1. So, substitute y is equal to 3x in equation 1. So this is just simply, so this is just x plus 3x is equal to s, or simply this is 4x is equal to s, or x is equal to s over 4. Okay, next is, kunin ko yun, this is y is equal to 3 times s over 4, or simply y is equal to 3s over 4. So therefore the numbers are s over 4 saka 3s over 4. So ngayon, sir, bakit hindi po number sagot? Pansinin yung given. The sum of two number is s. Okay, so the sum of two numbers is s. So ano yung sum nito? Ang sum ng s over 4 plus 3s over 4 is s. Tama naman yun. Okay, kasi yun yung nahanap eh. Okay, yung sum nila is s. So, for example, sinet ko yan as 5. For example, pinalitan ko to as 5. So, the sum of two number is 5. Kung 5 yan, ano yung x? 5 over 4. Ano to? 15 over 4. Okay? So, kunyari ginawa ko tong 5. Dapat yung sum nila is 5. So, 5 over 4 plus 15 over 4, syempre, 5 pa rin. Ganun mangyari. Ngayon, sir, paano ko malalaman kung tama ako dun sa optimization o sa objective function ko? Pag sinubstitute ko yung 5 over 4, okay, so yung 5 over 4 saka 15 over 4 dito, yung product na yun is to be maximum. Kumbaga, nakahanap ako ng pair ng dalawang number na kung saan maximize siya. Kasi nangyari nga lang dito, in general, yung sum nila is, okay, so isinet ko lang siya as variable also. Pero, ito yung sagot niya. Okay, so ngayon sir, ito po yung another tanong namin. Pwede po bang isubstitute namin siya dito po sa P? Hindi. So, sir, bakit hindi ko pwedeng i-substitute doon sa objective function? Pag sinubstitute mo sa objective function, parang objective function lang. Chinek ko lang yung laki. Kumbaga, chinek ko na, parang siya na yung checking. Parang kanina dito. Okay, i-substitute mo doon sa relation na na-form para mahanap mo yung value. Okay, so dapat tandaan mo rin yan. Okay, so again, proceed tayo sa next example. So, the sum of two positive number is 2. So, ito binago ko na. So, nagkaroon na ako ng mismong 2. So, dito, dapat magkaroon tayo ng exact number. So, which is, dapat magkaroon tayo ng value. Okay, so the sum of two positive numbers is 2. So again, pag sinabing positive, dapat strictly positive yung dalawang number na iisip mo na yan. Okay, so dito kasi the sum of two number. So, again nga, tulad nga ito, pwede kasi maging negative eh. Okay, kunyari negative 5 yung sum. So, negative 5 over 4, negative 15 over 4. So, ang daming restriction dito. Okay, ako baga ang daming pwedeng mangyari. Dito may restriction, rather. So, this is, yung sum nila dapat positive na dalawa. Okay, so, we have the sum of two positive numbers is 2. Find the smallest value possible for the sum of the cube of one number and the square of the other. Find the smallest value for the sum of the cube of one number and the square of the other number. So, yung objective natin dito is to minimize. Okay, so sir, paano ba malalaman na maximize or minimize? Ayun nga, nakadetermine naman. So, maximize or minimize. Pero ganun pa rin. Yung problem, dadalhin ka lang niya sa way. So, walang pinagkaiba sa maximize or minimize. Parehas mo pa lang sila i-differentiate. Parehas mo i-differentiate, i-equate. Ganun pa rin mangyayari. So, anong nangyari lang dito is dinadala lang niya yung tanong. So, kumbaga, yung tanong na yung mismo nagdidictate, okay, maximization problem to. So, again, walang pinagkaiba yung procedure ng maximize sa minimize or sa minimization. Bakit? Parehas mo lang kasi i-differentiate. Yung mismong problem lang talaga, ang tanong sa kanya is parang, para sa kanya, kailangan lang niya ng maximize or maximum. Kumbaga, yung tanong na to o yung relation na mapuform ko dito, maximization. Yung relation na mapuform ko dito is maximization. Then, yung relation na mapuform ko dito is minimization. Okay, so walang magkaibang source. So, paano yung solution ng maximization sa minimization? Walang ganun. Okay, so iba to sa quanti or dun sa MMW nyo last time or sa graphical. Okay, so procedure. So, ayun na nga, no? So, anong gagawin natin? The sum of two numbers. So, then, let tayo ng variable. So, mag-let si sir ng variable. So, let tayo ng let x be the number or be the first number. So, ang daldal na ni sir. So, let y be the second number. Or the other number. So, pwede naman yung ganun. Okay, so sabi niya, the sum of two numbers is 2. So, sulat natin yung unang relation. The sum of two numbers, x plus y, is just equal sa 2. So, this is equation 1. Find the smallest possible value for the sum of the cube of one number and the square of the other. Okay, find the sum, find the smallest value. So, of the sum. So, meaning, that is the sum of the cube of one number. So, i-cube ko sa x cube and the square of the other and plus y squared. Okay, sir, paano po sir ko na pagbaliktad ko y tas x? Okay lang din naman yun. So, wala naman problema doon. Okay, so wag lang yung talagang sinadya mo dyan na nilet mo na first number yun, nilet mo na second number to, tapos sinadya mo magkaiba, nagbaliktad. So, baka magkaroon ng counting error. Di ko pa kasi talaga totally na-check. Okay, so next is, siyempre dito, equation 2. Okay, next, similar case ang ginawa natin doon, differentiate natin sila with respect sa x. So, differentiate natin equation 1. So, differentiate. So, di ko ito nilagay kanina. So, differentiate equation 1. So, we have 1 plus y prime is equal to derivative ng 2 is 0. Okay, then obviously, y prime is just equal to negative 1. So, ayun ulit, sir. Di mo kailangan equate. Kailangan mo lang i-substitute. So, next is differentiate. So, differentiate equation 2. So, this is derivative of s with respect sa s, sa x is derivative of s with respect sa x is equal to 3x squared plus 2y then y prime. Tama ba? Kasi power rule ng 2y, ng y squared is 2y, then derivative ng y with respect sa x is y prime. Okay, so aware naman kayo dyan sa implicit differentiation. No? Then equate ds over dx by 0. So this is just 0 is equal to 3x squared plus 2 y prime. So, dito ko naman gagawin yung equate both y prime. Okay, so similar din naman yung mangyari, totally. So, it's either ganito gawin na, it's either substitute ko na lang to doon para makahanap ako ng relation gaya nung kanina, or equate ko yung dalawang y prime. So, for the meantime, i-equate ko yung dalawang y prime para makita nyo na, oh, yes, parehas lang din naman pala ng sagot. Okay, so this is just negative 3x is equal to 2y y prime, or y prime is equal to negative 3x squared over 2y. Okay, then equate y primes. So, dito ko lagay, equate y primes. So, yung dalawang y primes. So, we have negative 1 is equal to negative 3x squared over 2y. Or simply, this is just equal sa negative 2y is equal to negative 3x squared. Okay, so saan ba natin siya pwedeng gamitin? So, I guess, gagamitin natin siya dun sa ating equation 1, no? So, substitute natin siya sa equation 1. So, pinakamadali siguro is yung y na nasolve natin. So, solve for y dito. So, this is y is equal to 3 over 2, kasi negative 3 over negative 2 is positive. Then, 3 over 2 x squared. So, ito yung gagamitin natin na relation. So, next is isa-substitute ko yung y is equal to 3 over 2x squared dun sa equation 1, hindi sa equation 2. Again, ito yung objective function, ito yung ating relation na form. So, substitute, like ko na lang, no? So, substitute y is equal to 3 over 2 x squared dun sa equation 1 in 1. So, this is x plus 3 over 2 x squared is equal to 2. Okay, then by manipulating, so multiply the whole equation by 2. So this is just 2x plus 3x squared is equal to 4. Okay, so similarly, this is just 3x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. So again, pwede kang gumamit ng value ng ating quadratic. Pwede kang mag-quadratic formula. So by quadratic formula, solve natin or by calculator na lang. So this is by calculator na lang. Okay, so by calculator na lang. So solve ko lang, no. That is 3, 2, and negative 4. Okay, ano sa value? Unang value na lumabas is negative 1 plus 2/3. So may dalawang value kasing lalabas eh. So yung unang value na lalabas is, so x sub 1 is equal to negative 1 plus square root ng 13 over 3. Next is negative 1. Pangalawang value is x sub 2 is equal to negative 1 minus square root ng 13 over 3. Okay, ngayon, ang sabi, find the sum of two positive integers. So meaning ito ay disregarded. So bakit, sir? That is negative 1.53. So again, si negative 1 minus square root of 13 over 3 is negative 1.53. So, siya ay disregarded. Okay, so ulit ko lang. Yung isa siya, double check ko nga. Yung isa is negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3. That is positive. Okay, so may positive tayo something na value. So, meaning, ito yung gagamitin natin na value ng x. Kasi hanap tayo dalawang value. Okay, so, nahanap natin by the smallest value possible for the sum. So, meaning yung sum yung hinahanap natin. So, hanapin natin y sub 1. O, since x yung ito yung gagamitin natin, since ito yung gagamitin natin na value, saan natin sa substitute? Siyempre, literal, dito pa rin. Okay, so this is y. Lagay ka lang, no? So this is y is equal to 3 over 2, tapos negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3. So, calculate na lang natin ulit. So, sorry kung tamad si sir. Okay, so ginagawa ka lang to para mapadali na rin. So, 3 over 2 times, so at least pwede nyo talaga totally gawin. So, negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3. So, pwede naman gawin to kasi sa procedure pa lang malayo na. So, that is negative 1 plus 2/3. So, cancel siya. So, that is negative. So, therefore, y natin dito, negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 2. So, check natin kung positive. Kasi dapat, hindi isa dapat ma-check eh. So, positive ba siya? Yes, positive siya. Okay, so, babaks natin siya. Pero, sir, yan ba yung sagot? Hindi. Again, hindi yan yung sagot. Yan yung dalawang number na kung saan yung sum nila is 2. So ngayon, verify natin, sir, yung sum po ba ng dalawang yan is 2? Kasi yung una no? Dapat yung sum nilang dalawa is 2. Kasi ang hinahanap, find the smallest value possible for the sum. So meaning, yung sum yung hinahanap kasi yun yung possible na sagot. So ito yung dalawang value, ito yung dalawang x na positive, o yung dalawang number na positive na yung kung saan yung sum is 2. Pero hindi pa natin nalaman kung totoong sum nila is 2. So check ko lang, that is negative 1. Sorry, plus square root of 13. So, sorry kung medyo tatagalan si sir mag-add. Nabububo si sir. Okay, then plus negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 2. So, check natin kung 2. Ayun. So, medyo nagkamali yata si sir doon. Tama ba? Nagkamali ba si sir? So, check ko lang the value is negative 1.54. The next value is so 0.87 something na ganun. Okay, so dapat yung sum nila is 2. Okay. Nagkamali ako kanina dito. Okay, kasi hindi ko na square. Buti na lang sir. So, sorry. Mali dyan. So, at least nakita ko, no. So, ulit, gawin natin. That is 3 over 2. Kasi nagkamali ako nung sum, hindi na yung negative 2. So, negative 1. Tapos, sorry, ang daldal ni sir. Pero sanay naman na kayo sa akin. That is 3, tapos naka-raise sa 2. Okay, so ayan. Ang lumabas na sagot is 7 minus square root of 13 over 3. So check natin kung positive. Yes, positive pa rin. So that is 7 minus square root of 13 over 3. So y na lumabas natin dito is 7 minus square root of 13 over 3. So ito yung isang value. Ngayon, check natin kung ang sagot sa dalawang yan is positive 2. So dapat yung sum nila is 2. So yun isa sa dapat mong malaman. So una sir, that is negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3. Then plus 7 minus square root of 13 over 3. Okay, so papakita ko paano ko in-input. Okay, so tama naman. So negative 1, that is 2. So tama tayo na sagot. So meaning, ang sum nila is 2, pero ang tinatanong, find the smallest possible value for the sum. So meaning, ito yung hanapin natin. Since nakahanap tayo ng dalawa, na kung saan ang sum is 2, ito yung solve natin. So we have S is equal to x cubed. So this is negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3 raised sa 3. Okay, so again, ulitin ko lang. So yun, tumalun ulit. So that is S is equal to negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3 raised sa 3. Kasi x cube yun. Yun yung x natin. Okay, so next is 7 minus square root of 13 over 3 raised sa 2. Tapos ikakalculate ni sir. So after i-calculate ni sir, yan no. So that is negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3 raised sa 3. Okay, so tama naman. Then plus 7 minus square root of 13 over 3 raised sa 2. Okay, so dapat ang sagot dyan is 1.935. So ayan yung smallest possible sum para sa dalawang number na kung saan ang sum is 2. So therefore, the smallest possible sum is approximately 1.935. So 9354. Okay, so ganyan yung 4 decimal places. Okay, so ito yung ating sagot. Okay, so ito lang yung dalawang number. So ito lang yung dalawang number na kung saan sum is 2, pero ang hinahanap is find the smallest possible value for the sum. So ito yan. Okay, so therefore ito yung ating final answer. So ganoon lang yung gagawin natin sa algebra. So hoping nyo na-gets mo yung idea ni sir. Then so yun ako medyo madaldal ni sir. So pag na-enjoy ko kasi talaga totally yung topic, kasi gusto ko siya ituro. So medyo madaldal si sir. So alam niyo naman yan from the very beginning din. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. So hoping na panoorin po yung mga next video na application para dito. Okay.